Have you felt that silent tension in Los Angeles, where every whisper about LeBron James could shape the Lakers' future? Welcome to Lakers News Fan Report, where we cut through the noise. First off, ignore the wild trade rumors. LeBron opted in for $52.6 million in 2025-26 and, via Rich Paul, made it clear he still prioritizes a realistic title shot late in his career. Averaging .2488 last year, All-NBA second team, and 6th in MVP voting, he remains an elite force you don't simply discard. The real leverage isn't draft picks, it's having a superstar in his prime on an expiring deal. Sure, you could trade LeBron at the deadline, but should you? Absolutely not. He's still a game changer. Unless the season collapses utterly, LeBron starts in purple and gold. Roster-wise, the team actually looks sharper than in 2024. Austin Reeves is honing his craft. Bronny flashed promise in Summer League. Luka will be at peak fitness. And the front court adds versatility, despite Ayton's defensive inconsistencies. Defense remains the Achilles heel. You won't confuse this squad with OKC's lockdown units. But compared to Kobe's final 17-win collapse, this is a palace of potential. Cast aside talk show fluff masquerading as analysis. This isn't silly season fodder. Barring disaster, LeBron stays. Could the trade deadline upheaval rewrite everything? Maybe, but insiders aren't betting on it. Meanwhile, watch Cooper Flock's explosive Summer League debut and keep tabs on Portland's Jaguar Hansen, a 7'1" rookie who handles like a seasoned pro, hinting at the next Jokic-style phenom. And remember, thrusting teams into an 82 game grind is insane. NBA should consider rookie minute restrictions to protect these young bodies. Finally, as NFL camps open and the NBA season looms, ditch the baseless chatter. The Lakers are better, deeper, and infinitely more intriguing than last season. So, Lakers Nation, is this the dawn of our next dynasty, or just another false dawn? Sound off below. Listen up, Lakers Nation. I'm not just talking to the casual couch surfers today. I'm yelling right at you. The diehards, the ones whose hearts skip a beat every time that purple and gold pulse races through the veins of this city. Wake up, because what we're staring down isn't just another season. It's a crucible, a raw test of everything we've been through, everything we love and hate about this proud franchise, and how it all converges now, in this chaotic, electric moment that could ignite our souls or shatter them beyond repair. This isn't a fairy tale where LeBron rides off into the sunset with another ring polished and pristine. This is the gritty, unvarnished reality of a legend staring down the barrel of twilight while the younger blood circles, hungry, fumbling, learning to crawl before they walk while the front office plays chess on a board littered with ghosts of Showtime, glories and post-Kobe shadows that stretch longer every day. The pressure on Anthony Davis is suffocating, always has been. This guy was brought here, sold to us as the final puzzle piece. The Brandon Ingram to LeBron's Larry Bird, a dominance duo that would bring back the glory days like clockwork. But Ad's been tripping over injuries and doubt like a loaded gun that won't quite fire, and every new bump feels like a crack widening in the foundation of this hopeful house. Meanwhile, Bronny the Kid with one name, like a budding star hungry to rewrite family history. He's the wild card, the untamed spark everyone whispers about but no one really knows yet. A legacy kid isn't just handed glory. He has to fight his own demons, carry his own expectations, and survive the brutal glare that comes with being the chosen one's son. What if Bronny flares and fades, a shooting star that burns out before he can truly light Staples up? What if the pressure chews him up worse than it did Yao and Rose or Kobe himself in the agonizing stretches of their early careers? Austin Reeves? That's the heart of this team's soul, the scrappy underdog with ring-sized dreams, squeezing out every bit of gas in the tank to hold this ship steady. But every defense-savvy opponent knows that him and DeAndre Ayton's inconsistent synergy might be the thin thread holding this whole second unit together. And speaking of Ayton, That mopey big man, we all know the tape. A player who can dominate inside but disappears when the game demands grit and toughness. What if his lack of defensive discipline continues to drag the Lakers into quicksand every time they try to match the rhythm of the emergent Western powerhouses? This league isn't just speed and flashy. It's a grinder's game, now a test of stamina, scheming, and smarts. And the Western Conference? Man, the West is a pressure cooker, a gladiator arena where every ounce of talent is tested, nudged, and shredded under the spotlight. Look at Golden State, they're not done. They reinvent themselves every offseason, hunting for their next run like sharks smelling blood and water. Denver's quietly climbing, coached with the kind of surreal precision that makes you double take every time they pull something out of their playbook. Phoenix? Their chips may be down, but this city knows how to pull the dragon from the ashes. Remember that. Clippers? If they ever find their heartbeat again, it could be a nightmare for the rest of us. Now imagine if the Lakers don't just stumble in this landscape, but manage to take a step, just one step closer to reclaiming a foothold. LeBron orchestrating, playing with that ice water calm in his veins, aging but wiser, like vintage wine. That doesn't just grow old, but actually gets better. But what if his body finally says no? What if the injuries start piling up for real this time, derailing his leadership and forcing the Lakers into a brutal rebuild? See, all eyes are on Jeannie Buss and the front office. She's the torchbearer of this franchise's soul. But what happens if a billionaire swoops in? A new power player changes the game completely, someone with deep pockets, a vision, maybe, a heart, or maybe just a corporate coldness that could either save or suffocate the Lakers' legacy. The Lakers' kingdom is built on drama, power struggles far beyond the hardwood. Echoing back to the Jerry West days, the Magic and Kareem Showtime era, to Phil Jackson's Zen mastery of ring dynasties. This franchise is nothing if not a roller coaster of glory and despair, a wild ride that demands sacrifices and sharp decisions. Remember the heartbreak of the post-2020. Decline the post-bubble hangover where the roster was a patchwork quilt that unraveled faster than you could blink. That pain burns fresh because we believed. We really thought this team was reborn, and then bam, injuries, ego, mismatches, and a front office spinning plates. But now, a faint light pierces the clouds, a chance to rewrite that bleak chapter. But what if that dawn never breaks? What if the Western Conference's seismic shifts leave the Lakers stranded, stuck in the past while others sprint ahead into a new age of basketball brilliance? There's so much riding on the chemistry of this roster, a fragile alchemy that could explode into playoff magic or implode into a toxic mess. What if the weight of expectation itself becomes the Lakers' undoing? This team, these players, this city, the heartbeat of Lakers Nation walk a knife's edge every single night, balancing hope and desperation in a dance as old as the franchise itself. As a Laker till the day I die, here's what I see coming. A season carved out of fire and ice, where every possession feels like a post-check on legacy and survival, where LeBron's last stand is as much about fighting time as fighting opponents, where the front office's moves will echo an eternity as either brilliant gambits or tragic errors, where the ghosts of Showtime, Kobe's Kingdom, and the 2020 bubble banner hover close, whispering lessons learned and mistakes not to repeat. And now I want to hear it from you. Drop your rawest take below, every true believer in purple and gold. What do you see when you stare down this storm of promise and peril? Because make no mistake, this isn't just basketball. This is our soul on the line, our pride, our fight, and it's only getting started.